Welcome to the Pelican Brief with your host, David Tapp.
Welcome to the Pelican Brief. I am your host, David Tapman, and this is our regular weekly legislative update where we highlight the just completed Week 7 of the 2023 regular session of the Louisiana Legislature, and we provide a preview of what's ahead in Week 8. We have a little over 2 weeks remaining in the 2023 regular session. This is the time where the legislative session moves more toward floor action. After 7 weeks of heavy committee activity, many of the major issues are on the broader floor for debate. So expect heavy floor work over the next 17 days. Yes, that's how much time we have, 17 days left. So what are the hot topics at this point? Well, throughout the session, money has been a hot topic. So this week, the state has even more cash on hand, more than they originally thought. $2.2 billion and better than expected tax collections over the past 2 years have made that happen. So on Thursday, the Revenue Estimating Conference recognized an additional $323 million on top of the already recognized $1.8 billion. And this is all by very conservative assessments. So this week, Senate President Page Cortez urged lawmakers to breach the spending limit through SCR 3. That's the resolution that's needed in order to, what they say, bust the cap. He listed many projects that would not be fully funded if the legislature failed to gain the 2/3 vote in each body in order to breach the cap. President Cortez amended Senate Concurrent Resolution 3 and returned it to the calendar for consideration once the Finance Committee has completed their work on the state budget. There are good arguments on both sides of this issue, and I will leave my editorial comments out. On one side, the state has a generational opportunity to overcome years of neglect of infrastructure, debt, education, and so on. On the other hand, the 0.45 sales tax will drop off of the rolls in 2025, and that will hit the state FISC to the tune of a little north of $400 million. So it looks like the Senate will offer up 2 budget versions for consideration on the Senate floor, one with the cap in place and one that does not provide teacher pay raises and all those other items that were in the governor's package, and then one that would provide information on what would be funded if the cap were to be breached. So stay tuned. That is a debate that is going to be very intense over the next couple of weeks. What else is hot? Well, insurance continues to be hot. House Bill 110 by Representative Gabe Firment of Pollock, which would require insurers to offer a fortified roof endorsement to upgrade non-fortified homes. This means really building your home back stronger, either when you have to go in and retrofit it or when a new house or new home is built. That bill is on the Senate floor for consideration this week and is expected to pass. Staying on the insurance subject matter, House Bill 183 by Representative Firment, also from same legislator, prohibits assignment of benefits as it relates to property insurance. This is a major problem in our state and would go a long way toward improving Louisiana's insurance markets. The legislation is on the Senate floor for debate. Another bill that's actually already all the way through the process, House Bill 294 by Representative Matthew Willard from New Orleans, provides that the insurers have to provide an actuarially justified discount for building or retrofitting for a fortified roof and a fortified home. This bill has passed throughout the whole process and now is enrolled and is on the governor's desk for action. The governor is expected to sign that legislation into law. Let's keep on the insurance issue. HB 489 by Representative Huval provides for a more open insurance rating system. It eliminates the prior approval portion of rate making in Louisiana and provides a little bit more speed to market. That bill was hotly debated on the House floor and now heads to the Senate Insurance Committee. Criminal justice. This is an area that we've covered a little bit, but there's a couple of other things happening. Last week, House Bill 131 by Representative McCormick from Oil City, which would eliminate training and permitting requirements in order to carry a concealed firearm. That's provided that the gun owners over 18 and not barred from owning a gun by any other state or federal laws. Was reported favorably from the House Administration and Criminal Justice Committee by a vote of 8-1. The bill now goes to the full House for floor consideration. The House Criminal Justice Committee will have a very busy week. On Tuesday, there are several high-profile bills in committee, the most significant of which will be House Bill 228 by Representative Kyle Green from West Jefferson, which would eliminate the death penalty in Louisiana. And then another bill, and I'm just highlighting a couple of bills, by Brian Fontenot, which also deals with concealed carry of a firearm. In other news around the Capitol, film is a hot topic. House Bill 562 by Speaker Schexnayder is scheduled to be debated on the Senate floor later this week. The legislation would extend the sunset of the program, which is scheduled to sunset in 2025. It would extend that sunset. It also provides better exposure for the Louisiana logo by requiring that the promotional graphic be moved up in the process of the final product. It also provides a more robust reporting of where dollars are spent in the program. Many areas of the state believe they don't benefit from the program because there wasn't a film that was actually produced in their backyard. But the reality of it is there are all kinds of things that film production spend money on, trades, lumber, antiques, cars, all sorts of things. And this provision in the law would provide us a better way to track where the dollars are being spent so that each portion of the state can see where those dollars are. So the motion picture investor tax credit brings in $1 billion each year of investment to our state. It is a clean industry that provides high quality, high paying jobs and helps reverse the brain drain in our state. So take a look and watch that as it comes up on the calendar this week. Other issues that we've talked about that are to give an update on is legislative pay raises. So House Bill 149 by Representative Joe Marino of Gretna, it failed to pass the House Appropriations Committee this past week. That issue is likely dead for the session. The bill had previously passed the House and Governmental Affairs Committee, but did not fare as well in House Appropriations. On another interesting note, we're going to do a little Did You Know section. Did you know that if you want to have your pet's cremated remains buried with you when you pass, that you can't currently do that under Louisiana law? Under current law, it is illegal to bury pet remains with human remains. There is a bill, House Bill 248 by Representative McMahon from Minden, Louisiana, that would give the option to cemeteries who would like to allow this. A lot of people, when we talked to them about this bill, said, well, you can't do that now. So that's a did you know. Did you also know that when you buy a ticket to a live event, like a concert or a sporting event or a game, that you don't necessarily have the right to transfer it or sell it? Your ticket is actually considered to be a licensing agreement. And the artist and the sport team or the originator can actually control your ticket, even though you bought it and you think you own it. Did you know? You may want to read the back of your ticket if you still get printed ones, or also look electronically for the disclosures. There is a bill moving through the process that would change that, but the 800-pound gorilla in the ticketing world is working hard to block it so that you don't control your ticket. How about that? Most people, when we talked to them about that, they did not know that. So another did you know? Do you know what the state bird is? I'll give it a second. State bird, the pelican. What about the state tree? Our state tree is the bald cypress. Our state flower is the magnolia. We even have a state fruit. It's the strawberry, and a state dog. And I actually knew this one, the Catahoula leopard dog. Beautiful animal, by the way. Well, there is a bill to name a state nut. Don't worry, it's not me. HB 368 by Representative Lance Harris of Alexandria would name the pecan as the official state nut. Finally, you have to hear, so recently at a United States Senate committee hearing on the border issue, Senator John Kennedy suggested, quote, that Mexicans would be eating cat food out of a can, unquote, if not for the United States. I just thought I'd share that with you. If you hadn't heard it, go look. It's pretty interesting stuff. So remember that you can watch all the action at the Capitol live through archived videos of the proceedings. The state website is www.legis.la.gov. You can also just Google Louisiana Legislature. There's also a great app. It's really made for your phone to be able to listen to the proceedings. It is called LA Ledge, Lalege. You can find it in your app store. They are both fantastic resources. So we are the Pelican Brief. You can follow us on social media, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our social media handle on all of those platforms is at Pelican Brief 225. That's at Pelican Brief 225. You can also watch us on YouTube if you're not already watching us, and that handle on YouTube is at The Pelican Brief 225. You can listen to our program on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any issues that you think we should dig deeper into, please let us know. You can post it in our social media feeds, or you can email the show at thepelicanbrief225@gmail.com. So you know the rule. If you have a good take, we'll mention you on the show. If you have a great take, you may be invited to be a guest. We also have, coming up next week, is an interview with gubernatorial candidate from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Hunter Lundy. Very interesting conversation, so stay tuned. That will come out Wednesday. We hope you will tune in. And until next week, we are the Pelican Brief.
The Pelican Brief is an off-script production.